Artifacts out of their place is a term used to describe prehistoric objects found in various places around the world that depict a certain level of technological progress that does not agree with the time in which they were made. We present you some of the most famous artifacts out of their time. According to conventional notions of history, humans walked the earth since 200,000 years ago. Advanced civilizations appeared several thousand years ago. But most of the achievements have appeared in modern history after the Industrial Revolution a few hundred years ago. The Great Wall of Texas. Farmers dug a well in Texas in 1852 when they came across an ancient stone wall. This wall is estimated to be between 200,000 and 400,000 years old. Some claim that it came into being naturally and some that it was made by man. Dr. John Geisman of the University of Gales has discovered that the stones are somehow magnetized, which suggests that it originated in the place where it is located and that it was not moved from that place. However, some are not convinced of the reliability of this test and believe that further research is needed. Architect John Lindsay noted that elements of architectural design such as arches, portals and windows can be noticed. Nuclear reactor 1,800,000,000 years old. The French factory began importing uranium ores in 1972 from the city of Oklo in the African state of Gabon. Uranium has already been extracted and they have concluded that this site was a nuclear reactor about 1.8 billion years ago and that it operated for some 500,000 years. Scientists have explained that this is not a natural phenomenon as it is necessary to provide very accurate conditions for uranium to burn in the reaction. Note that the water must be extremely clean. Much cleaner than it is in nature. Uranium-235 is also necessary for the process of nuclear fission, one of the isotopes found naturally in uranium. But nuclear engineering experts said uranium in this city was not rich enough in uranium-235 to cause a natural reaction. Spheres 2,800,000,000 years old. Spheres with fine notches were found in mines in South Africa. And some state that they are naturally formed masses of minerals. Others, however, say that they were precisely shaped by prehistoric people. These spheres that have a fibrous structure on the inside cannot be scratched on the outside. Not even entirely. Ralph Marks, curator of museums in South Africa. He stated that they are 2.8 billion years old. If they really represent mineral material, it is unclear how they were formed. The Iron Pillar of Delhi. It is a pillar that is at least 1,500 years old, maybe more, but which has not yet rusted, although it consists almost exclusively of iron. Today's wrought iron is 99.8% pure and in addition to iron it contains manganese and sulfur, which are not present in the pillar. The pillar was made at least 400 years before the largest known foundry could make it. Viking sword Ulfberht. Archaeologists were stunned when they found the Viking sword Ulfberht dating from the 800 to 1000 years of the New Era. They cannot comprehend that such a sword could have been made by a technology developed only 800 years later. The carbon content in this sword is almost 3 times higher than in other swords from that period. And the impurities were removed to such an extent that the iron ore had to be heated to at least 1650 degrees. The modern blacksmith Richard Fuhrer from Wisconsin managed to forge a sword of similar quality with the help of technology that could have existed in the Middle Ages. He said it was the most complex thing he had ever done and that he used methods that are not believed to have been available to people from that period. Our planet hides numerous objects and localities that simply should not exist. The history of our planet hides periods unknown to us, because the answers to these mysteries are very strange.